This video will cover beginner questions regarding the topic of derivatives power rule. Number 1. d dx of x squared is n equals to, so 2 down, 2x to the power of 2 minus 1, 2x to the power of 1. So final answer is 2x. Number 2. Derivative of x to the power of 7 equals 7, x to the power of 7 minus 1, so 7x to the power of 6. This is the answer. Number 3, we can rewrite as 5 times d dx of x to the power of 4 equals 5 times 4 x to the power of 4 minus 1. So 5 times 4 times x to the power of 3. The final answer is 20x cubed. Or keep the coefficient 5 times the derivative of x to the power of 4, which is 4x to the power of 4 minus 1. So 20x to the power of 3. Number 4, keep the coefficient 2 over 3 times the derivative of x cubed, which is 3x squared. So it's cancelled, 2x squared. This is the answer. Now we have the formula. Number 5, how about derivative of x? X is actually x to the power of 1, so 1 down. Then x to the power of 1 minus 1, so 1 times x to the power of 0, which is 1. Think about it. To differentiate is the same as to find the slope. So the slope of y equals x is 1, and if we differentiate x, the answer will be 1. Number 6, keep the coefficient 5 times the derivative of x equals 1. So answer is 5. The slope of y equals 5x is 5. So the derivative of 5x equals 5. Now we have a formula. Derivative of kx equals k. That means the slope of y equals kx is k. Number 7. How can you find the derivative of the constant number? d dx of 3 equals 3 times 1. Derivative of 3 times 1 can be rewritten as x to the power of 0. So 3 times 0 down, 0 times x to the power of 0 minus 1. 0 times any numbers make 0. So the answer is 0. The graph of y equals 3 is a horizontal line. So the slope of the horizontal line y equals 3 is 0. Now we have a formula. If c is a real number, then derivative of c equals 0. Number A, the definition of the derivative is f prime of x equals limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h equals limit as h approaches 0, x plus h cubed minus x cubed over h equals limit as h approaches 0, expand this one, x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed minus x cubed over h equals limit as h approaches 0, cancelled. Then take out h, 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared over h, then cancel the common factor, then limit as h approaches 0, 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared. When you put 0 into h, then 3x squared plus 0 plus 0, which is 3x squared. But if we need just the answer, use the power rule. So f of x equals x cubed, f of prime x equals 3x 3 minus 1, which is squared. Number 9, the definition of the derivative is f of prime x equals limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. F of prime x equals limit as h approaches 0, 1 over x plus h minus 1 over x over h times common multiple x times x plus h over x times x plus h on each side. Then expand the first one, make x minus the second one, make x plus h over, don't expand the denominator, then limit as h approaches 0, x minus h over xh x plus h equals limit as h approaches 0, cancelled, minus h over hx x plus h, then cancel the common factor, limit as h approaches 0, minus 1 over x times x plus h, put 0 into h, minus 1 over x times x, which is minus 1 over x squared. Then shall we check the answer with the power rule? F of x is 1 over x. We can rewrite as x to the power of minus 1. Then derivative of x equals minus 1 down, then x. Keep the original number minus 1, then minus 1. So minus x to the power of minus 2 minus this one is 1 over x squared. So we have the same answer. Number 10, we can rewrite as d dx of 5 over 9x squared then 5 over 9 x to the power of minus 2, then use the power rule, keep 5 over 9 times minus 2 x to the power of minus 2 minus 1 is minus 10 over 9 x to the power of minus 3. The final answer is minus 10 over 9x cubed. Number 11. There are two ways to solve this question. You can find the derivative of square root of x first, then put 4 into x. So f of prime x equals limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h equals limit as h approaches 0, square root of x plus h minus the square root of x over h, then times conjugate number, square root of x plus h plus square root of x on each side. Then expand. This is a minus b, a plus b form. So a squared minus b squared. So x plus h minus x over, don't expand the denominator, They cancelled x minus x. Then limit as h approaches 0, h over h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x equals, then cancel the common factor h, then limit as h approaches 0, 1 over square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Put 0 into h, 1 over square root of x plus square root of x, which is 1 over 2 square root of x. Now we have f prime x equals 1 over 2 square root of x. Then put 4 into x. So 1 over 2 times square root of 4. So 1 over 2 times 2, which is 1 over 4. Or second, find the slope at 4 directly. F prime x equals limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h, then f prime 4 equals limit as h approaches 0, f of 4 plus h minus f of 4 over h equals limit as h approaches 0, which is square root of 4 plus h minus square root of 4 over h, then limit as h approaches 0, square root of 4 plus h minus 2 over h, then times conjugate number on each side, then expand the numerator, 4 plus h minus 4 over, don't expand the denominator, then cancelled, then limit as h approaches 0, h over h times square root of 4 plus h plus 2, then cancelled, equal limit as h approaches 0, 1 over square root of 4 plus h plus 2, then put 0 into h, square root of 4 plus 2, 1 over 2 plus 2, which is 4. So we have the same answer. Either way, the answer is the same. Some students just like the first method and find the second method confusing. Of course, the opposite is also possible. You can use your favorite method. The answer is the same anyway. If you use the power rule to find the answer, you have to change it to power form first. F of x equals square root of x. It becomes x to the power of 1 over 2. So f prime x equals 1 over 2 x, 1 over 2 minus 1. So 1 over 2x to the power of minus 1 over 2. We can rewrite as 1 over 2 times square root of x. Then f prime 4 equals 1 over 2 square root of 4. So 1 over 2 times 2, which is 1 over 4. Number 12 means d dx of 5x to the power of 7 minus the second one, and then third one, the last one, like this. So keep the 5, and then 7x to the power of 6 minus 4, 6x to the power of 5 plus 6x minus, which is 0. The final answer is 35, x to the power of 6 minus 24, x to the power of 5 plus 6x. Or you can use this way. The derivative of the first term, keep the 5, which is 7 x to the power of 6 minus second term 6 x to the power of 5, then third term, keep 3, then 2x, then last term, which is 0. The final answer is 35 x to the power of 6 minus 24 x to the power of 5 plus 6x. This is the last question. Simplify first. 4x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 1 over 2 plus 2x squared divided by x to the power of 1 over 2 minus 3 over x to the power of 1 over 2 equals 4 x to the power of 3 minus 1 over 2, which is 5 over 2 plus 2 x 2 minus 1 over 2, which is 3 over 2 minus 3 times x to the power of minus 1 over 2. Then y prime equals 4 times 5 over 2 x to the power of 5 over 2 minus 1 plus 2 3 over 2 x to the power of 3 over 2 minus 1 minus 3 times minus 1 over 2 x minus 1 over 2 minus 1. We can simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 10 x to the power of 3 over 2 plus 3 x to the power of 1 over 2, make positive, plus 3 over 2 x to the power of minus 3 over 2. Number B, use the formula a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So 3x squared plus 2 times 3x times 1 over x plus 1 over x squared equals 9x squared plus cancelled 6 plus 1 over x squared, then 9x squared plus 6 plus x to the power of minus 2. F prime x equals 2 down, then 18x, 6 make 0, and then minus 2 times x to the power of minus 3. So final answer is 18x minus 2 over x cubed. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment below, and I will address them in a future video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.